Father. Yo, what's going on, world? It's your boy Najee from Cigar Talk. And today I got a very special guest. Hey, seated to my left, y'all know I gotta touch the town. It's one of the hottest in the city. I got my girl,
Period.
Miss Kenzo B.
Kenzo.
What up, though?
B. I gotta learn this. Hold on. This is the introduction, all right?
All right,
I'm teach you introduction.
let me
Every time you say my name, you gotta add that dramatic space. It's just
Oh, the B is like an extra.
Kenzo B.
All right.
You feel me? You almost
Let
said
me
it
start
early.
again. Let me start again. I got my girl, Kenzo B.
Yes!
All
Period.
right.
Top dog, top
fuck
two,
with
and
that.
I'm not two, bitch.
Yeah, that's your whole shit. Top two, not two. When you started that, like, when was...
Yo, let me tell you, cause I be wanting to tell this story, but nobody ever asked.
Yeah.
But long story short, it was this girl that was making music, right? Mm-hmm. And like around the same time I was making music, I'm not gonna put a name to it because it don't really matter. But long story short, every chart we used to get put on the charts together. But I was always number one and she was always number two. So I literally like one day, one of my coworkers in Sky Zone pointed out to me like, "Yo, you like one of the best females in the city, like, feel me?
Right.
You like top two, and you not even number two." Like, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh, so
okay,
you
top
jacking
two."
after
I
that?
go to
Yeah.
the studio. I say, "I'm like, yo, top two, and I'm not two," but I really mean it though. Like, you feel me? Like,
hold up. So was it kind of shade, or you just doing it on some like you feel like I'm that bitch, but it was like shade?
It was shade. Like the bass was shady.
Yeah.
But it made sense. Like,
Yeah. Why you be
top
so
two-
shady, low key? Like
top two, and I'm not number two.
Yeah. You be kind of shady, low key.
I
though.
am shady.
Why? That's just natural. Like you been like that, like
Nah,
just
I ain't gonna
Bronx
lie.
shit.
Nah, I feel like I'm only shady to people who deserve shade though.
Yeah.
I'm not really a shady person. Like, if you ain't doing nothing to me, I'm not gonna be shady to you for no reason.
Yeah. Nah, I feel like. Then hold on. You said you worked at Sky Zone. That was like, what was that like? Like this Kenzo before? Oh, you was
Yo, let
rapping
me
at this
tell
point,
you,
but
I wasn't even rapping at this point. I was working like, once I turned 16, I got a job in Sky Zone. Cause I just wanted a job for me. 16,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah.
I'm getting my own bag.
Right.
All right, whatever. When I was working at Sky Zone for like, from 16 to 17. From 16 to 17, I was working in.
Oh, that's the shit with the trampolines and all
Yeah,
that, right?
the trampoline park.
Yeah.
The orange shit.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. I know for a fact I was working there for bare long though, cause I started rapping December 2021. That was before I turned 18. I was still 17 at that time, but I was still working at Sky Zone.
Oh, okay.
Like I started rapping, and it was to the point where I couldn't go to like. I no longer cared about going to work because I'm like, I'm getting to a point where if I go to work, it's not gonna make sense. Like I can't be working. Like,
and then you already. Hold
yeah,
up, so
like,
you was getting lit at this point? Like you was at Sky Zone getting lit?
I was working at Sky Zone when I dropped my Triller to Bump It.
Okay.
But feel me, I left before I dropped my video.
Yeah.
And I dropped my video in February. So
Yeah.
I was going out of Sky Zone by like December 2021. Yeah.
Did all them people fuck with what you was doing at the time? Was they
I ain't
all
gonna
jacking
lie.
it like, oh, you
Yo,
dope? Like,
I still be following my coworkers and stuff on Instagram.
Oh,
and
that's hard.
they be DMing me and
That's
stuff.
fire.
Like they be telling me like, yo, bro, I was just with you in fucking
Right.
Sky Zone. And it's crazy to me because I only worked one job. Like,
yeah.
that was like my first job, and then after that I had a career.
That was it.
So
Damn, that's kind of quick.
that's cool.
That's what's up. I mean, I like seeing the culmination of everything, right? Like you've been leveling up. The record with Cali is fire. Your verse, you ate on that shit. I ain't
Thank
gonna hold
you.
you. That verse, you went crazy. Tell me about that. How did that whole shit like kind of come about?
The Cali verse, I remember I was in my label building. I was with Shauna. I don't know if you're familiar with Shauna.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm with
You
Shauna.
Warner, right? You with Warner?
Yeah, I'm a Warner, but Shauna's with Atlantic.
Okay, so you was
But
Atlanta.
you know, like we real cool. She always checks in on me. She always like helps me on music guidance. Like she always helps me on that type of note.
Yeah.
So I had went to go see her one day, and then I had met Cali's A&R.
Success?
Yes.
Okay.
I met Success, and he was like, yo, Shauna was basically telling me about the record. She was telling me about the record, and then so when I met him, I was
Oh,
like,
it wasn't
yo.
out yet. The record wasn't out.
No, the record was Area Codes. The original Area Codes was already out.
At this, okay.
So yeah, so when Shauna originally brought it to me, she was like, yeah, you got to do this track with Cali. Da, da, da. She was telling me about her old song. Remember, like, we all know. Well, like me, I'm from New York. I know Cali from like he want my number. He had to hit him with the You feel me? So that's she had to tell me. But then she sent me the song, the open verse, and I was like, oh, I actually heard this song on TikTok. I've heard it. Like it's going crazy.
Yeah.
Like okay, but I'm gonna hop on it. And then you see how like before you brought up that verse, you said the leveling up part.
Yeah.
I felt like that song for me was like a different. That was not like my bracket.
What you mean? Like a higher
Like
level?
I feel like
of
I
where
went
you
out of
at?
my comfort zone with that verse.
Yo, you know what? It's so crazy you say that because I feel like that too. Like just in terms of you don't really
It's
rap
not
on
regular.
beats like
It's not.
that.
It's not
like,
regular typical Kenzo B verse. It's
but
not
I liked it though. I
But
think
it
you
was
should do shit
fire,
more like
yeah.
hell yeah. You should
I
do
ain't
more
gonna lie,
shit like that.
Ever since I did that verse, I've been more on the mainstream radio record type of like time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not on drill time as much.
I like that. Hold up, but what was it like? Have you ever wanted to do like mainstream sound? But obviously we in New York, like the sound in New York been drilled for the last few years.
I was about to say like mainstream for me is really just not the up-tempo beats. It's not the dissonant stuff. Like
Yeah.
when I was younger and I used to rap, I was rapping like how Meek Mill is rapping. Like I was rapping,
Like old
rapping
Meek, like
yeah. Like did you tune into my On the Radar?
hell yeah.
All right, so
Dreams
my
and
On the
Nightmares
Radar,
this, yeah.
I was rapping on shit like that. Like I wasn't rapping on sample beats. I was rapping on the original beats to niggas tracks. Like
Yeah.
I had to go through the struggle of not trying to sound like the original song. Like I had to
Right.
go through that shit. So
Right.
that's how when I started drill, it's nothing like the songwriting process for drill music and real music is not the same. Like so I feel like the way I'm starting to rap now and like the songs and the sounds I'm starting to tease is how I really originally wanted to
come
rap.
out?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fire. I like that you could kind of be open and really experiment with shit. Cause like I said, that wasn't a you beat, but you killed that
Yeah.
shit. Like you really bodied that. Tell me about the On the Radar freestyle. Like obviously the first one was crazy. That was like the first time. I think the first one was when I really started like, oh shit, like damn, she go. You just did the Dreams and Nightmares. Everybody was talking about it, you know what I'm saying? I see some people hate it too. Some people ain't like
Yeah.
the flow on there. What you
Okay,
think
so I'm
about
gonna
that?
explain, and I love this conversation. Okay,
Yeah.
so one, Dreams and Nightmares has always been a goal of mine. Like I said, cause me coming from rapping on original beats like that, that's always been like that's a legendary beat. I've never heard a remix to Dreams and Nightmares. I've never heard I've never heard nobody ever do that
freestyle
beat.
that
Like
like
I've
that.
never
That's a
heard
fact.
or seen nobody do that beat. So I was just like, when I was younger, I always wanted to do it, but I would have the struggle of sounding just like Meek.
Right.
I didn't have my own flow for real down pat at that time.
Right.
So the whole point of the flow that I use specifically on the radar is like that's on purpose. I know that Meek Mill's song is more of a, you feel me, pace. So that's how I was like, I want to do it so different from the original song
Right.
that nobody can't try to use that, oh, she sounds just like Meek or she just
Right.
used the Meek. So my version of Dreams and Nightmares is totally opposite of Meek Mill's version. Down
Yeah.
to like the hold on, wait a minute. Like,
Right. So you intentionally did it like that, like to
Yeah.
make the flow, because it was
I
like
could
a
have just
drill
went on
flow.
like,
You was
hold on, wait a minute.
Right.
They just mad I could flex, did everything they said I couldn't, but I didn't want to do that. I was like, yo, I want to do something that doesn't make it sound like Meek Mill. Like,
Yeah.
But I still use those words because I still want to give credit to the, like when I was like, I'm the same bitch from the T's running with, like that was Meek Mill shit, but that
Yeah.
was me using my own flow, my own cadence
Right.
with an idea from him.
Yeah, for sure. I like that. That shit was hard.
Thank you.
So Meek tapped in. I think I seen him post some little comments on your shit.
I didn't see.
I thought I seen Meek comment on your
I
shit or
didn't
something
see.
like that.
I don't know. I didn't see Meek Mill comment.
Yeah. Was that somebody like? Was you really tapped into music when that came out? Cause you still young, like you 19, so that
Dreams
was
and
probably
Nightmares?
Like when it came out. Obviously, the shit been in the club and in the streets since
Define
then.
tapped into music. Because look, this is another thing. I just went through this too, right? About this
Yeah.
not being tapped into music thing. So I want to put that out there.
Yeah.
I'm not tapped into music. I'm not, even though I used to rap, I was rapping when I was 7 years old and I was rapping consistently. Like, I was writing almost every day when I was younger.
Right.
But I was never in tune with music industry shit, if that
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
I can't tell you I can't even tell you who produced Dreams and Nightmares.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm
Me
saying?
neither,
I
though.
don't I don't be
I
in
ain't
tune
gonna
with
lie.
that. Like for me, I only seen the artist and I only heard the music. So like that's something I gotta break out of now, me being an artist myself.
Yeah.
But that's still something that just last year I was moving by. Like I just know when an artist, I don't even be knowing when the artist dropped the song. It's just whenever I hear the
Like whenever
song,
you hear it.
I like the song, okay,
Yeah.
bet I'm tapping into the song.
Right.
So
Nah, for sure. I mean, I was kind of like that too. Like it wasn't until I was in probably like 16, 17 when I really started like tapping in.
I just started tapping in literally like this year. Like I'm talking about, I've been signed since last year.
Yeah.
I literally just started tapping in with music in 2023.
What's it like being signed now? Cause like I feel like that part of an artist's career to me is always interesting. Whereas like the transition of like you doing your own shit and you lit, right? Like I'm doing it my way, it's lit, da da da. And then you sign a deal, and now it's like a bunch of other people involved in your process. What is that like now versus before?
I feel like being signed is always a good thing. Well, not always a good thing, but in my case, being signed is a good thing for me because the music is not the problem for me. Like the music is not the problem. So for me, the only thing that was really holding me back when I was an independent artist was I don't have the resources to certain things. I can always make the music. I feel like before I was signed, I was still always making good. I never had like a bad song or like a song that even my supporters was like, yeah, this is just not gonna go. Like I never had a song like that. Well, haven't had a song like that. So with that being said, I feel like my career only, like signing a deal was the only thing. Damn, let me get my words together. Signing my deal could have only went one way for me, I feel like.
Like it could have only helped you.
Yeah, like I was only gaining more resources than I originally had.
Right.
Because it wasn't a situation where it's like, now I signed my deal and I can't make music, or they weren't trying to tell me like, oh, you can't post music. They weren't really like, for me, my situation was more like, my label let me be me. That's what I like about it.
I love that. What you think it was like? Is it just, they kind of just fucked with you and your vision? Because we hear that from a lot of artists where they, they might get signed and then they start feeling upset. They like, damn, the label ain't that.
Nah, you know what I feel like about the label? You know how when you graduating from middle school and they telling you that, yo, when you go to high school, the teacher's not gonna be like us. Like they're not gonna care what you do. Everything's gonna be on you. I feel like that's how my label was with me. Like they've never forced me to do what I didn't want to do.
Right.
They never like really. They never forced me to do anything for the record, but like that alone is like they just let me do me.
Yeah.
They let me realize like, and then me doing me, I was like, okay, this is not gonna work. Me trying to shut out my label, like you know what I'm trying to say, like so.
Right.
They just let me see shit for what it was for myself, and then for me.
Yeah, I feel that. I like that now that you've been moving in the mix. Like I said, a couple of things. You was on the DJ Drama French shit. That was a moment. That was cool.
Shout out DJ Drama.
Yeah, was that like Drum hitting you? Like what was that?
No, okay, and that's the confusion of. Did you watch my Underrated, that little viral clip?
Yeah.
Okay, that's another thing about the DJ Drama project. Me being featured on the DJ Drama project was like a third person thing.
Okay.
So that was like through French. So I never even communicated with DJ Drama before. Yeah, like
you ever
before.
Met him?
No, I did FaceTime him. I did FaceTime with him.
Okay.
Recently, like 2 days ago.
Oh, damn.
So we spoke on FaceTime, you feel me? But before that, it was really like a third person thing. Like I didn't know, all I knew was French sent me a open verse with DThang and King Combs, and I was just like, I said this before, but like I was more hyped that it was a DThang verse available for me, and I can't do a song with my best friend right now, so I'm like, okay, I'm hopping on that.
Yeah.
Where it went and what it did after that.
So you ain't even know, like.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't even knowing what was really going on.
Right.
Like I said, all I know was when it did drop, it just used to get plays. Like it got played. Like that was my most played song for a minute. Like you know what I'm trying to say? So I didn't really know what was going on. Like I'm telling you, that's all I know.
Tell me about French. Obviously, French is a Bronx nigga. Like French, he gonna show love to the town. But how y'all originally connected like that, where he throwing you alley oops and shit like that? Cause I see y'all together. He commenting like he show love. Like how y'all got like that?
I feel like the day me and French connected was like at my signing dinner. He got me my chain.
Yeah,
and stuff
I remember
like
that. I seen the video.
And then after that, like we were more in tune. Like before that, we weren't really that in tune.
Yeah.
But after my signing dinner, it was definitely more of like I was more accessible to friends, like to the point where like now I could probably call him right now and he'll probably answer. Like you know what I'm trying to say? So he's a real, like one thing I can say about French is he's real down to earth and he's like welcoming as far as like me being a part of Coke Boys and everything. Like it's all a welcoming experience.
Nah, for sure. That's what's up. obviously we talked about the DThang verse, man. Like, well, one, they saying he supposed to be home. Like, it seemed like he supposed to be home
he's supposed to be
soon. Type
home
shit.
soon,
I
yeah.
don't know, it's like next year or whatever the case is, but
He definitely supposed to be home real soon.
what you think the vibe gonna be when he come back? 'Cause I feel like the scene kind of changed since the nigga really been gone. Like the scene a little different. Like
I don't know.
You think he gonna jump back on some drill shit? Like what's the vibe?
I feel like it's gonna be real different for him. I feel like it's gonna be real different for him, and the fact that it's gonna be real different from him, like he gonna have to like get used to what's going on now to please his fans.
Right.
But I feel like I always say this: anything DThang drop, it don't matter what he drop. Once he come home, it's gonna go crazy. Like, I know that for a fact.
Has it always been like that? Like obviously, you know, you from the T's, you know, everybody over there. Like when you first started really seeing DThang and his movement and him and your brother moving around, was it always like, oh, this nigga lit? Like it was like that since you seen it, or was it like you seen the progression happen?
The thing is, I knew DThang before he used to rap.
Okay.
So it was like when DThang, I think DThang and Bando had went. I think DThang first studio session was like with Bando.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, when I remember one day, and I have a picture too. That's why I really do remember it. But me, DThang, T-Dot, Bando, my mom, like my mom was my momager at that time. Like for me, like when we was doing music, she was like managing us. So my mom and then my older brother, I think we had all went to the studio. This is like before the drill scene. Before this probably had to be like 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
And I remember DThang just didn't take rapping seriously. Like I don't know, he never really wanted to rap for real. And I don't know how or what changed for him. But I just remember I went from seeing him not wanting to rap, not caring about it, being like, you know, typical street nigga. He on the block, he chilling in the hood, to now he's going to the studio every day, to from that. And one thing about DThang, he has a personality. Like all the boys, like all the RPT boys, they all have personalities. So they was already a little bit lit on like Facebook and shit off just
being outside.
Just being them. Like so seeing them turn from like fake lit to lit, like now when I see DThang taking flights and stuff, or like, you feel me, I see him in clubs and booking hostings, like that was all like a good experience to watch.
Yeah. Do you think was it kind of motivating for you, just kind of seeing the process of like niggas from your hood like really getting on like that?
And another thing too, I hated rapping when I was younger because I felt like it was nothing to get out of it. So one thing that the boys did show me, like, was that you could get shit out of like the lifestyle, the bag, the hype, whatever you want, like you can get out of just doing it. And then, like I said, I already know I'm good at it. Like I already know that I can do it. So me doing something that I'm already good at, that doesn't stress me out to do it. Like I don't have to break my neck to write a song. Right. It's like, damn, I'm doing some shit that I could do easily, and I'm getting bag, and I'm getting everything I wanted in life off of it. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So that was definitely motivational.
Nah, for sure. I think it's dope that like when we talking about just, you know, that area and kind of growing up in the Bronx, like you able to really kind of find that outlet. Like what was the first time, like, you know, I know you say you grew up battle rapping with niggas. What was the first time like you started trying to like write shit? Like, all right.
No, I didn't grow up battle rapping with niggas. What I used to do was, I have 3 siblings, so it's 4 of us all together. But my sister she played basketball when we were younger. So my older brother was a rapper. My older brother was rapping when he was like 17. He started rapping when he was like 17.
He was nice?
Yeah, like I'm trying to tell you, like he was nice. Like even now I listen to his old songs from back then and I still think he's nice. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Right. Like, so I used to watch it back then, and me and Bando, we used to watch him. And then to the point where my older brother, one thing about my family, like my siblings specifically, we all connected. We all used to always do shit like we would get together in the living room and play Family Feud.
Oh, that's fine.
We would get together in the living room, and since me and Bando's the youngest, we always used to argue about who's smarter. We would have spelling bees. Like we always used to do competitive shit. So what we did was my brother's sitting there, and so as we get more, we started to get more intrigued with his music and shit, we started to want to learn about it. So he's like, yo, how about you go get your composition notebook, y'all go in y'all room for 20 minutes, and then y'all go write something. We're going to see who write the best thing or whatever. And that's exactly how it went. Like the first day I tried to write, I remember we was writing to Started From the Bottom. He gave us the beat and
Drake
everything.
shit? Yeah.
He gave us the beat and everything. Started
Right.
From the Bottom. And I don't think he gave us topics, but eventually we started like
getting
doing it like that.
topics
Like,
and all that.
yeah, he
Yeah.
started giving us topics. So, like, if you notice, I could stay on topic on a song like for 3 minutes. But because I used to practice to do shit like that, like
Damn.
on some, yo, I gotta make sure my shit is better than my brother's shit. So
Right.
it was always like that. Even down, I was in the studio the other day, and my engineer was telling me like, you don't have to like. You can like punch in and stuff, and I'm like, bro, when I used to come with my brother,
going straight through?
I'm telling you, because we used to have 10-hour sessions. It's 3 of us. My mom used to book 10-hour sessions, and I'm telling you, out her pocket, 10-hour sessions, and so we could not play around. We had to go there with shit written.
Yeah.
We had to go there with our beats picked, and we had to take them shits. Like
Right. Shout out to
seriously,
Mom,
like
making niggas
no, for real. Shout
have
out
their
to
shit
her because she
together.
was on it. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking about 3 takes. We got 1 take to do our full verse, 1 take
Yeah.
to do our ad-libs, and then 1 take to do our in and outs. And after that, those 3 takes, we out the roof. Boom, next person in there.
Right.
Next song.
So it was like a system, really.
yeah,
that
it was
y'all
really
had.
like, like,
Damn.
so after all of that,
Felt ready.
yeah.
So your mom always been supportive of y'all rap dreams, like from a kid. She always been like, damn, like taking you to the studio and shit. 'Cause I feel like my mom a little different. Like my mom, she go to church. She be there. Like I feel like if I was at the age like, yo, mom, I want to rap. She's like, nigga, you better go to school. Fuck out of here. Like,
Nah. Well, I think we went to school. We went to school. So, and then because we like doing it, that was another good thing for my mom too. She could easily say like, oh, you don't want to go to school, you're not going to the studio. You don't want to do your work, all right,
Yeah.
you're not going to the studio tomorrow. You don't want to behave in school, you're not recording tomorrow, but you're gonna sit there and watch your brothers and sisters. Like she could do shit like that eventually,
fire.
like, cause like we really like to do it at that age. Like when we didn't have to, when it was like
yeah.
we first learning how.
So that kind of gave you the competitive edge you got now. Is like just, everything with your siblings. Mm-hmm. Damn. So what was the battle rap part? Y'all used to watch battle rap? Like what was that?
Yeah,
Or
my
just-
brother, we used to watch like URL.
Who you fuck with? Who you used to like in URL?
My 2 favorite is Tay Rock and then Hitman
I
Holla.
like Tay Rock. Yeah, Tay Rock, my nigga. Hit me holla, okay.
Yeah.
Ball game.
After that, I like Bando. That wasn't in tune like that. Like you see how you say, yo, some people study hip hop. Like
Yeah.
that's what I liked at that time. Battle rap. I was watching Queen of the Ring and stuff at that time. So
Right.
it was like I wasn't really on who won the Grammy Awards. I wasn't really on. I was really on
the-
underground shit for real.
Right.
So yeah, that's where the battle rap part came in. But it's funny because to this day, like I still can't I can't freestyle. I always say
Like
that.
it's off the top.
I can't.
Yeah.
Cause I've been writing, like I always overthink my bars. I always
Like when you try, that should be whack.
like freestyling. A typical person, if you tell them like, yo, I'm about to freestyle, whatever, they probably not gonna expect you to say nothing fire for real, cause it's off the top.
yeah.
So if you do, it's just a plus.
Yeah, that's a
But
fact.
me, when I write, I already I try to write my best bars. I try to write my you feel me? Like I try to make sense of what I'm writing, and I just can't do that while I'm spitting off the head. I
Right.
can't even talk properly sometimes, so
Just
I
go
can't
on.
rap off the head
Freestyle,
like that.
you gotta think mad fast and
yeah,
shit.
I gotta think like,
yeah,
all
that's
right,
quick thinking.
all right. I could compare that to this, but I could probably compare it to this too, like way better and make a better bar out of.
Right.
Feel me? But I have to
Right.
think about shit like that.
So what's your writing process like though? Cause I know I seen another interview where you was talking about like how you got journals and shit like that. So it's like it seemed like you've been a writer, like even outside of rap, just writing shit. Like
I
what's
was
your
always a
writing
writer
process?
in school. Like, yeah, outside of rap, I was
Yeah.
a good writer. Like, I like to write essays and I like to rate.
Yeah.
But what was the question?
It was just like, what's your writing process like? Like when you about
Writing
to,
a song?
like if you like, yeah, I got this beat, I'm about to go. Like how you get in your vibe?
My
write
writing
some
process the first thing to get me in my vibe is, but one, I'm not writing unless I really like just something in my head like tells me, yo, I want to put my headphones in right now and I want to write. Like
Right.
that's the first thing off rip. That's the first sign that it's like, all right, I'm about to write some shit.
Right.
If I want to write, I'm eager to write. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Two, after I already put myself in that mood, like, all right, I'm about to write.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta find a beat.
Yeah.
The beat is what puts me in my vibe, and that's gonna determine
I forget you going. The
how
beat, like,
far this little writing session is gonna go. You feel me?
Right.
So now 2 things happen. I either find a beat or I don't. If I don't find a beat, like 9 times out of 10 it's over. Like it's
Cook for the day.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna try too hard. Cause that's when I feel like I can make music in that moment to any beat, right? But I feel like that's when I make like shit that I don't want to listen to, shit that I'm gonna end up not liking or not recording.
Right? Yeah.
So, or I find a fire ass beat that puts me in that vibe. Like one thing about it, beats make my mind flow. So off just hearing the first 10, 15 seconds of a beat, I can know what the fuck I want to talk about and how I'm gonna jump into it. I hear a flow.
Right.
I instantly catch a flow when I hear a good beat or a beat that I want to do.
Yeah.
After that, 9 times out of 10, I don't finish my songs the first day. Verses, yeah, like one verse, if I'm doing a feature, I finish in that verse right there, that one session. Like,
right.
But now if I'm doing a song, I struggle with making choruses. So I'll do either...
Hold on, what you think it is about a chorus that is different for you?
I'm an overthinker. I'm more of a, like, I want to say bars, lyrics, and stuff. Choruses are catchy. Choruses is supposed to be, like...
That's the meat of the song.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the catchy part or the part that's, like... So, I ain't gonna lie, almost every song I made, I've always started to write my song as just a freestyle. And I just broke up my first 8 into a chorus.
And then put it into the chorus? Damn, okay.
No cap. That's what I always do.
You know who told me that? Moneybag. I interviewed Moneybag, and he said that's what he did. He started learning songs. He was like, yo, I used to write mad shit down.
Yeah,
and
just
I'll take the
freestyle.
hottest 4 bars and just make that the hook.
Yeah, just freestyle it. But for me, it's like, I don't know. And then the way I rap, I feel like a chorus flow is not that flow. Like, of course, it's more like a slower, slow down flow.
But you know, that's the mainstream shit that we was talking about earlier.
Yeah,
when,
like
when you get that part, like you get that chorus part, and then you gonna do what you do in the bars. Like,
so
that's how you...
That's what I do. So sometimes I like to focus on, first I like to focus on the chorus part. But then once I get into the verse, I'm Gucci.
Yeah. That makes sense. All right, Kenzo, we gotta get into the shits, man. We gotta know what's going on with you, Kenzo. For real, listen. I had Shani on the show recently, about a month ago. Shani B. We seen y'all beefing, throwing all the diss records, all the shit.
We not beefing for real.
All right, yeah, I don't want to say beefing. I don't want to say beef. Beefing is street shit. I would say, whatever, y'all. Disagreements. But the thing is, why I say beefing is because it feel like dissing is cool. I fuck with diss records, but it feel like certain shit went too far. Like, all right, y'all saying shit that's a little crazy now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I asked her side of the whole shit. Like, yo, how did this happen? Y'all was cool. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like to me, she was kind of more on some shit like, you know, she felt like, I guess her relationship with Murder B or whatever, like, you know, they did a song together and she felt like you got mad at that. But it was a whole thing where she said that she felt like she was saying shit and you took it as like that she was talking about you. And she was like, yo, I wasn't never talking about her type shit. Is that something that y'all could ever get over though? Cause it's like that shit felt petty though. Like over it where y'all could be cool
like
though?
Like I don't want to be cool.
Why not?
I don't want to be cool with nobody for real. Because shit like this, like for example, like a couple days after that whole incident, I think I had an interview and I was just like, I kind of did over, like.
Then you went too far.
I feel like the original problem is I expected too much loyalty from Shani. That's what it was. That was my thing. I felt too entitled to shit that I clearly wasn't entitled to.
Like expectations was different.
Yeah, like I expected her to move a certain way and she didn't. However, that's not her really doing no funny shit to me. She just not who I thought she was. You feel me? That's as simple as it gets. So I feel like that was where I played the bad role.
Yeah.
And like even entertaining that shit. But at the same time, I don't regret it. Or I don't regret nothing for real. Because it's like, okay, well, it was going to happen regardless. Like,
why you say that? Why is it going to happen?
That's how bitches is. Like, damn, I'm trying to think if I care enough to tell the story. Like,
tell the story. She told her story. I'm just saying, because listen, I'm big homie in the city.
We had a situation like that with another girl that I don't fuck with. Before she made the song, she brought it to my attention.
Maya Kenzo, talking about.
Another girl that I don't fuck with.
Okay.
She brought it to my attention, and I respected it. Like, even when she told me, like in my DMs, I told her like, I fuck with you and I respect you even more for you even coming to tell me that. So I don't feel no way. But I want you to know I wouldn't feel no way about that. Like I wouldn't feel no way.
You wouldn't
you
have
feel
felt
me?
the way?
I don't feel no way about that.
Yeah.
If she wouldn't have texted me that first time and told me personally, then I wouldn't have felt a way about her making a song with Murder B. The fact that she texted me the first time, told me about it, you feel me?
Yeah.
Basically was on something like, yeah, I just want you to, and she didn't do it the second time was the weird shit.
But maybe she thought you didn't, like, because you was like, it wouldn't have felt the way, that maybe she was like, oh, you probably ain't going to feel no way if I do that. Because she said, the other thing was, she said, because you did a song with Rella too, and she was like, I didn't feel no way with that. She was like, yo, she did a song with Rella. I said whatever,
now, look,
whatever.
This is the thing. And Rella and Shani, let me ask you an opinion. Let me ask your opinion. Do you get the same vibe when you look at me that you get when you look at Rella or Shani?
Like, what you, in what sense?
As far as just personality-wise, like, as far as, like, more or less, they give me, I give, You get what I'm trying to say? So anything that's going on within them two, I'm really not taking serious.
Yeah.
That's really what I mean. Like, I'm not taking nothing like...
But that's how she felt with Murder B, basically. She, the same way you saying, she felt like that with that. Like,
she can't, because I don't give, I give, like I said. So, in a situation like that, it's like, I'm not thinking, they was on the same management.
Yeah.
They've never argued on social media. That's something that I really wouldn't know about unless I was lollygagging to the next bitch about the next bitch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know about it unless I was talking about it or I wanted to know about it. I didn't care for it, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
So me doing a song with Rella was really just woman collabing with women. I was just like,
I just feel like that's not fair if it's on both sides. You gotta let it happen on both
it's
sides.
not the collab.
Though,
it's not the collab that I was telling. This is what I'm saying. It's not the collab that I'm telling you about. I have never went to another bitch and told her that, yo, I'm doing a song with this girl, so I don't have to do that. The fact that you did that already shows that, all right, in this situation, I wanted to show my man that I had loyalty.
Right.
And this situation is not that. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's weird. It's like you doing one thing and then you try to not do the same thing that you're doing and saying like, yo, it's not weird. Like,
yeah, I see what you're saying. It feel like more miscommunication than like a real
and that's why I said
thing.
at the end of the day,
you know
it only got blown into a bigger situation because I felt more entitled than I actually was, and that's on me.
Right.
But
at least you can own up to that though.
Yeah, like.
So what y'all? Cause listen, as a nigga, like I said, I'm big homie in the city. I like to see I like to see people flourishing in my city, the youngin'. All right, but y'all don't gotta be cool. But
I
I'm
like
saying,
bitches. I want bitches to eat, not at my table.
But why I can't eat at another table? You on your table, she on her table.
Nah, I'm playing. But like, nah, like.
Could you do a record with her?
Nah,
I would love to see that happen.
I wouldn't though.
Nah.
I could do a record with everybody if I wanted to. I wouldn't do it.
I would listen, cause you, her, and Rella, I feel like y'all was cool at one point though. When I first started seeing y'all, y'all was all cool.
I'm cool with everybody till I have a reason not to be cool. You get what I'm trying to say? So like, that's how I felt with Shani. Like, we're already from two different sides. You cannot think that I'm just mad at you because you did a song with an op bitch. Like, nigga, you do song with all the op niggas. You do song. Like, you're from the op side. I don't care about that. Yeah. It's the weird shit, like I said, within our friendship that I cared about. So
yeah.
Other than that.
All right, but on some business shit, like I said, because there's industry and then there's real
life. On some
life.
business shit, I feel like nobody I don't fuck with can't do anything for me. So I would have no reason to collab with anybody I don't fuck with business-wise.
You don't think a song with y'all three will go crazy right now?
Of course it will go crazy off controversy. Music-wise, though?
Maybe.
Music-wise?
Maybe.
No.
You gonna write the hook?
Maybe it go crazy if I write the song, write the whole song and break it into pieces for bitches to rap.
Oh, see,
but,
you over.
But you get what I'm trying to say?
Just think about it, Kenzo, because I told her the same shit. And I told Rella, I had all that. I just said, yo, y'all all lit in the city.
I'm definitely.
I should think about that.
I definitely probably got some more collabs with Rella coming.
Yeah.
But I'm good with that.
Okay, fair enough. When you making diss records, do you ever feel like it's something that's too far? And I'm not even talking about the Shani situation, just in general, like, ain't no too far?
When I get to the point that I want to diss you, I want to hurt your feelings. And then if through music is the only way I can do it, I'm going to be the most disrespectful that I can.
But what if it... Because I feel like that's the thing, and especially with the niggas, right? Like, it be the balance between talking shit and then, like, the shit where niggas say shit too far, then now is street shit. Because that's the part I don't like about the drill shit is, like, I like the dope, I like the energy, I like niggas talking shit, but then niggas start dissing dads, and now niggas is getting shot, and it's like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like in the Bronx, once you diss somebody, it's a diss. Like, it don't matter if you say they're pussy or if you say you smoking on their brother. Like, it don't matter. It's still the same level of disrespect.
Oh, any disses.
Like,
any disses.
Let's go back to the Shani situation.
All right,
Let's go back to the Shani situation.
Go ahead.
My first song that I did Shani, all I said was Shani pussy. Don't know where the fuck she grew all this hard.
That's a lot, nigga. Don't say all I said. That's a lot.
No, that is a lot, but that's on some regular dissing. That's nothing too far, like you said. That's not
like
me.
Deads and all that.
I didn't speak on nothing personal.
Yeah.
I didn't speak on nothing, but her response was more personal than that because she feeling like she had to respond. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it
Because she
really
said she
just
wouldn't have
depends on-
responded if you ain't said her name, but she was like, the fact that you named it made it like, damn, like what the fuck, like naming it?
Nah, when I diss bitches, I already expect them. I just don't care. I can rap for real. So we could do this rap shit all day, every day. If y'all bitches want to do it, y'all can't beat me in rap. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Y'all don't. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
I would love to see some unity in the city, Kenzo. Personally. This is me personally.
Me personally,
I like the city. You gotta do what's best for the city, you feel me?
I don't know. I feel like if it was vice versa, the city wouldn't do what's best for me. So
I feel like she
the
would be
city
open
would
to
count
it.
me out. So
She didn't say it, but I feel like she would be open to it if you was. She didn't say
if
that.
I
but
wasn't
feel
me,
like
I would be open to it too.
Oh my
That's what I'm
God.
trying to say.
Yo, you crazy for real. Yo, tell me about outside of rap.
Real life,
like,
though.
what's your goals like outside of this rap shit? Like, do you like what you want to do? What you want to be? Like,
Outside of rap, I really like my main goal in life is just to be happy and paid. Like, that's all I want to do. Like,
yeah.
I just want to be happy and I just want to have money. I want to be able to wake up and do whatever I want to do, whether it's sleeping all day or fucking, I don't know, like the craziest, most expensive thing in the world to do. Like,
right.
I just want to be able to just live my best life in whatever way that is to me when I get to that point.
Yeah, for sure. You ever had, like, you want to be a mom? You ever thought about shit like that?
Yeah.
Is that important to you? Because it's always interesting to me, like, as a woman rapper, like, there's always that part where, like...
I only want one kid, though.
Just one? Why?
Because I want that one kid just because it's mine. But I don't want the whole mom experience. Like, I don't want kids.
Like, multiple...
Like, yeah, I don't even want two. I just want one. But I just want, like...
You just want to try it?
That one thing that's mine. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, a kid is just, like, I don't know. I feel like a kid is... I don't know. I can't really explain it.
Yeah. It's interesting because I work with an artist right now. Her name Mona Leo. Shout out Mona. She just,
I know her.
You know, she's from Texas. She just had a baby, and it's just always interesting, like what women have to juggle, like with career to being a mom.
I feel like it's
shit
definitely
that.
gonna be a juggle. Like, you definitely gonna have to juggle that.
Would you have a kid now, like at this part of your life?
I feel like if it happens, it happens.
Yeah. Okay.
And I know a lot of bitches that don't be in as good as positions as I am that have kids that still be good. Like,
right.
I know bitches that have kids at 16, they don't even have nowhere to lay their kid, but they're situated. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I feel like my situation's not even all that bad.
Well, look, you're in a good situation, I think.
It's just different struggles.
Yeah.
Like how a girl would have to juggle, a 16-year-old girl would have to juggle like school and shit.
Yeah.
I have to juggle my career and going to the studio,
Right.
shit like that.
Right, I feel that. Lastly, tell me, it's a lot of people that watch this show, a lot of guys that might like Kenzo B that's like, damn, I want to shoot my shot. What's Kenzo B type? Like, how can they shoot they shot at you? How can they jump in them DMs? Give some advice to the guys watching this.
I have no idea. I can't give you like a set type, but all I know is I'm not easily impressed, but I'm not bougie though. Like, I don't care to have the richest nigga or like the flyest nigga. You gotta be cute though. But other than that, it's like, it's really vibe for me.
Just a vibe. You said that on the Cali record. Nigga from the Bronx, I get to know he ain't really my type.
Yeah.
So is it like a nigga from the Bronx could just pull up, what's up, da-da-da?
Son, no, this little dude from the X trying to know me, but that boy ain't even my type. That's more like, all right, this could be a nigga that's ready to spend money. He could be the sweetest nigga, but he just not like, that's not my type. Like, if you too sweet, you're not my type. But if you too mean, you're not my type either.
So
like,
a little
it's
meat,
weird.
a little middle.
Yeah, it's like you gotta be mean, but not to me though.
Okay. You had a like a celebrity crush, like somebody like in the industry that you like, oh, okay, if he, you know what I mean? He's
No.
still like,
I don't have a celebrity crush.
oh.
The only person I've ever even considered my celebrity crush was like Lil Durk. But now me being in, I feel like in this game, and I feel like I'll eventually run into.
You run
Durk?
into Durk somewhere?
Nah.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me what's next for you. Like, you know, we talking album talk. What we talking? Like, what that look like?
I'm about to drop an EP next month.
Okay.
I'm dropping a single next week.
Oh, single next week?
I don't know when this is gonna drop.
Maybe next week.
But long story short, I'm dropping a new single. So whether it's out right now, it's called Be Fucking For Real.
Okay.
Whether it's out right now, if it's out, go tune in. If it's not, then tune in when it drops.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got that single coming out. I got my EP coming out called I think this will be my first time saying the name, but it's called Top 2 Not 2.
Ooh, okay.
It's just like, you know, I was overthinking my EP title, and I was like trying to like make up a word, like literally. I'm like, yo, I need
like
an EP.
some new shit?
Yeah, I was trying to make up a whole word that nobody ever even heard. But my label president was like, listen, so you're ODing, like you hot and like you need to just go, because it was like literally to the point where it's stopping my process, because I'm like, no, I need to pick a good name.
Right.
And he's like, well, you're overthinking the situation. I was like, all right, bet, Top 2 Not 2.
Works
and
for
so
me.
that's what we're sticking with.
I like that. Listen, Kenzo, I love what you've been doing. It's dope to see somebody from the city. Like,
oh, one more thing. I got some collabs coming real soon.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give y'all the tea.
Come on, nigga, don't stop. You can't stop it and not give
definitely
us
one
that.
person y'all know I'm collabing with that people wouldn't expect is Tata.
Oh, I saw y'all the other day was it on the live or something like that?
Yeah.
We seen y'all, okay.
So I'm collabing with Tata. Like I said, I'm collabing with Rella.
Okay.
And other than that, yeah, my other collabs is like
Keeping it
working.
low?
We working.
Working up? All right, cool.
Yeah.
But shit, we looking forward to it. I love what you've been doing. I'm looking out for the Shani Rella Kenzo record. We looking out for that. I'm about to executive produce that joint, you know what I'm saying? Cheers. Yo, Kenzo B, I appreciate you pulling up. Super dope episode. Make sure y'all tap in. Top 2 Not 2.
Bitch.
We out of here.